Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. The SUI chart reacted to the overall support area there on the daily chart a few days ago. We've now left, or at least the price has tried to leave the support area to the upside. A pullback is not a problem. Today, not much happened in the markets. The price is trying a bit of a pullback. That's okay, at least as long as we're holding support. We're going to take a look at that in a minute on the smaller time frame. We're going to talk about the key levels that now matter, not only here on the daily chart, but also on the smaller time frame. So stay tuned, because it's all about understanding when the trend breaks and when the chance for a successful upside reversal fades and the probabilities for that reduce. So what we are tracking here is a possible 5-wave pattern. And in this situation here that we are following here, the idea is that this was possibly an internal wave 4. I mean, I like the idea that this fourth wave bottomed here on the 3rd of February. I really like the idea that this fourth wave bottomed. That we're now starting a fifth wave to the upside. But just me liking the idea. Do you think the market cares? Not really. It's more about understanding what is now the key support area that needs to hold on the smaller time frame to keep this upside reversal attempt, because that's all it is. It's an attempt to keep that alive. So we will take a look at that now. But before we do that, the next upside levels to watch. So if the price really can reverse and start a move up, right? First of all, it won't do that in a straight line. It will likely be a 5-wave pattern. So that could be a diagonal or it could be an impulse. This whole move was an impulse, and it was far and fast. So likelihood would suggest an ending diagonal is going to develop. That wouldn't surprise me, but these are very messy structures. Now, why wouldn't it surprise me? Because as per our Elliott wave rules and guidelines, okay, it's a guideline, it's not a rule. If a third wave moved up too fast, too far, which is what they normally do in crypto, they're just too far, too fast, it's all about driven by greed and FOMO, then typically the fifth wave is going to be an ending diagonal. Not going to dive further into that topic, but that's what it typically would be. And then, resistance 556, next target $6.90, 852, and 1153. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. For those of you who don't know yet, we have launched a new channel. It's our main channel. It's the main channel for MCO now. This is where everything comes together, the new home, you could say. Don't worry, Morecryptoonline will stay unchanged, but this is the place for different content, higher quality content, researched content, whereas Morecryptoonline is really for short-term, rapid fire market updates. MCO Global is going to be for long-lasting content, tutorials, discussions, also analysis, but deeper, higher level macro. So if you're interested in that, join us. You know, it's for free. There's not going to be any new plan or anything, or this is just really to bring all the MCO communities that we built, bring them together to a central hub. So if you don't want to miss that, there are already 2 videos. Feel free to join. The link is in the video description. So the shorter time frame shows us the pattern. This is on the shorter time frame, one of the charts that looks better than some other coins actually, because this chart formed a 5-wave move up from the low that happened on Monday. And to be honest, this is the structure I really wanted to see on most charts, also on the Bitcoin chart. You see, Bitcoin also had this 4th wave, but failed to rally in wave 5. So SUI did that. SUI rallied in this 5th wave, failed to reach ideal targets, but it's a higher high. Happy with that. It is a 5-wave move. Then we can identify a support area in wave 2. This is measured based on the length of the wave 1. And then we get these standard Fibonacci support levels. We have an A wave, we have a B wave, and the C wave down could reach this support area. We haven't even arrived at the support area really today. Not much happened, I have to say. We also already have 5 waves down in the C wave. All right, so I wouldn't be surprised if it turns around at some point. I'm not confident about the microstructure, because what I have labeled here as wave 2 could just be the A wave of a larger wave 2, of course, right? So all we need to do, we need to be watching if the bulls turn up before the price breaks below support. And the key level here is $2.66. That's the 78.6 retracement. It's the lower boundary of that support area. And we know that a wave 2, which is a corrective rally, shouldn't break below that level. I mean, Elliott wave is Elliott wave is a sentiment-based analysis method. And these Fibonacci levels, for those of you who don't know, these levels, they represent the they are basically they are a mathematical representation of market sentiment. And 266 is the key level there. We've got 289 above, $3.06 and $3.24. So what we know is sentiment shifts to more bearishness below the 78.6 retracement. We have 5 waves down in wave C of 2. It can turn around at any point. It doesn't need to test any of these levels, but it's likely it will. If it turns to the upside and breaks above the green line, which is the first signal line at $3.72, it might be on its way higher. And then $4.28 is the next upside breakout point. These are the levels that need to break in order to really unlock higher prices. And then we should be on our way to those larger time frame targets that I mentioned. That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.